Okay, there we go. Hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here, and God knows I don't know why I'm here, beyond the fact that a long time ago 2 people had a very irresponsible night and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life, as we all know. So, I actually have some more common cheeky soul builds for you, and thought, why not? This is just, now, as I've said before, these are just my opinions, but I found that a lot of these work. And we all know that pretty much the comment section is very unhelpful. So let's move on. We're going to start out today with 2 for Ushi-no-Toki. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I call this one the Tsubaki girl because it uses the camellia skin that was offered a while back if you completed a certain summoning thing. I just happen to have enough, so yeah. Now, she is a grade 5 and fully skilled up. She does have an effect hit. So I did try to put a little bit of effect boost on here with her. We all know her. She summons a doll, transfer damage. It's gonna hurt. So I did make her a little more attack oriented. Boosted a little bit of speed. Gave her a little extra crit damage, and definitely went for adding some effect hit and effect resistance. Mostly because it worked. Now, not the best HP out of all of them. I mean, I could have done better, but I found a lot of interest in this. For with her, I went with a claws set for its crit boost, as well as the 4-piece effect. Mostly orientating it towards, again, attack, with some effect hit, because like I said, she does have an effect, and it is kind of useful. But also, Aboriguruma has a very interesting thing. In all honesty, this kind of worked kind of weirdly well with her, having Aboriguruma attached on. Originally, I didn't think it would, but it came out very nice. Because the passive effect of it is if with just 2 pieces, you can have a 50% chance of raising the move bar by 30%. She can attack decent. She has a thing where she can summon her doll. She can do some transfer damage. She has a bit of an effect. People actively go for her, so why not have it where she gets a bonus from that, shall we? So again, attack, little effect. Effect hit is mostly, and attack are mostly what I went with here. It came out very pleasant. Now, the second version of her, I made to be a little more orientated towards using her effect, but also, girl gotta do some double duty here. So this one is more attacker. This one still came out pretty attack heavy, less HP, but a lot more effect resistance and effect hit. So again, grade 5, fully skilled, and again, her cursed fire, which can be quite useful. Come here. Now, of course, Fortune Cat. Anyone who talks to me will know I kind of like Fortune Cat a little bit better than Azure Basin as an orb generator. If only because 50% chance of gaining 2 orbs at the start of a turn. That's continuous through the match. Like when the turn starts, you have a chance you're going to get a couple of orbs. Azure Basin, on the other hand, which as you can see I also added on here for its effect hit booster, only grants you 3 at the start of battle. That's not to say first turn can normally make or break a match. I just kind of prefer Fortune Cat a little bit better. Not to say Azure Basin doesn't have its purposes. In this case, she is attack oriented with effect hit boosters added in. Some HP, some crit, a little bit of everything. But the main focus is, of course, on this one using her effects to get vulnerability on those she hits, because that little bit of vulnerability can make or break a situation too, if we're honest here. Now, this works out because she's also doing double duty. Aside from everything else she's doing, she's also going to be potentially generating orbs. So it really is a toss-up between how do you want to play. Do you want to play with her more attack-oriented with her abilities, or do you want to play with her being able to also bring orbs? I honestly think that being the helping with orb generation to help support the rest of your Shiki is probably a better option. But it really is up to you. Now I move on to one of our favorite healers who I have actually been talking about that I'm going to do a build on her, Chocho. Lord howdy. You know that if you're facing off against a Chocho in one of the area bosses at high levels, it's gonna hurt eventually, because this girl, when she's on auto, goes crazy with always being on top of her heal game. Something fierce. Let me tell you, I have lost a few area boss fights just because of a Chocho being present. And we're talking even at the end game. Facing off against her is kind of wild because she is very fast. She is a healer. It's glorious. I honestly love her, even at the same time I'm inventing new swear words if I'm getting down to the wire in an area boss match against her. This particular one, Green Mirror, is a grade 6. So you can see this is what your effect is going to be with this Mirror Lady build at grade 6. Look at all this HP. You're coming back from attacks with that. Now, of course, she is also fully skilled up, and honestly, it might be one of the cutest things on the planet. I especially love all of this. Or she's like I said, she's fully skilled. She is a Shiki who you can just really want to build towards healing, because that is where she shines. It's what she does. She is the healer. She's great. I still love my Kusa because she can be my combat medic. And we've seen Kusa is overpowered to hell. I really need more videos with her. But Chocho is no slack. In this case, if you have a healer on the field, we all know your healer is gonna be attacked. Your opponents are gonna want to take out that healer. Yes, you agree too, don't you, Mr. Lab? That's why you're here. So, that's where Mirror Lady comes in handy. Because of this beautiful 30% chance of inflicting 100% reflected damage on your attacker when taking damage. One Mirror Lady set in a match you're against can actually wipe out an attacker. I've seen my own Blazing Tamamo get knocked senseless because I would use his main attack to start off the thing to try to clear the field quick. There'd be one Mirror Lady, and it's bye-bye Tama. So yes, one Mirror Lady is insane. Now, her focus is again on her HP, because you want to boost her health. You want to keep your healers on the field as long as possible, so defense and HP are things to focus on. Mirror Lady, because she's going to protect herself by reflecting damage, which is a good. Tree Spirit, more Tree Spirit for extra defense and HP, and a little smidge of attack so that if you have to take an attack, do an attack, at the very least, she's at least going to smack something. Which, I mean, that's useful. It's very useful, and in all honesty, I love this. Please embrace the Mirror Lady. It is insane. Now, our second one is Cyan Pearl, and this actually just uses the Pearl set with a couple Jizo added in. Grade 5, fully skilled as we saw. Hello, can I help you? Now, we all know what Pearl's ability is that it creates a shield that cannot be dispelled for 2 turns when healed, and absorbs damage equal to 30% of the base amount healed. If she's healing herself, this is gold. So really, and we all know Pearl is hard to get a hold of, I'll admit. It can be kind of a butt to get a hold of sometimes. But when you do, it's very useful. And especially on a healer. In this case, while the other one was more orientated toward her HP, this one has some extra HP, sure. But her focus is on her defense, so she can keep being in the game to keep healing. Now, she does have a little bit more of an attack boost, and I'll admit part of that is because when I put the pearls on here, I actually had more attack-oriented, and I didn't think about it at the time. I thought I would get more HP ones, to be honest. But it's worked out nicely. She can slap a bitch, which is fun. We all love slapping a bitch. So, again, we have our pearls for her defense boost, for its ability. We have Jizo here to give her some more HP because healer. HP. Healers need HP. Defense is also a godsend. You gotta keep your healers in the game, alright? Yes. Overall, fun. I like this. I love Mirror Lady, though, on her. Now, next we have Yumekui. I'm mispronouncing, but you can't have a Chocho without a Yumekui in the video. And we all know what our grade 5 little pig-looking thing can do. A fact hit meant to put your opponents to sleep, all the way to sleep. And I think we all safely know that, I see you, Mr. Wigglebutt. We all know that, Yumekui's, secret zone is kind of a nightmare at times, so... Squeak, squeak, I'm gonna do pictures. I'm sorry, that's so cute and funny at the same time. Alright. Yumekui is crowd control. Something fierce. So you really do want to take his effect hit as high as you can get it. And if I'm honest, a lot of people know these things, so a lot of effect resistance is coming about. Which is where in Chocho comes in handy. When you inflict a debuff, it can ignore the target's overall effect resistance by 30%. That plus a boosted effect hit is pretty nice. Ironically, it's probably not supposed to affect things like crowd control, but some reason it actually does help. It's very interesting. Now, of course, this is a focus more on attack, because he can do some damage. But you want to focus more on his effects. But in Chocho was a lot of fun to add on here, because I wanted to test this theory, and it did. Even though technically sleep I don't think counts as a debuff, technically. If only because it doesn't seem like it's very damaging, it just knocks you out for a while, but then again, days and things do that too, so, you know. It has its interest. Can I help you, Mr. Lab? So, yeah. It does prove useful. It seems to have an effect for that. Now, of course, like I said, he's attack-oriented. With a heavier burst of defense, because you want your crowd controls to stay out for a while. But of course, to add some more effect in there, we have Azure Basin on here, just for shits and giggles. In all honesty, that's another thing is why, I mean, effect hit, great. But a lot of orb generators don't have effects, so it seems kind of pointless at times to put Azure Basin on there, because you only literally get that 30, and then you just have 15 extra health extra on there. Now, moving forward to Nightmare. We had Sweet Dream, now we have Nightmare. This boy is specifically built for his effect hit, as you can see, 104%, but he's also a mimic. He lives up to his name here. Again, grade 5, full skills, and effect hit is in as high as it can go. He can definitely do the damage, but he's also here to add with his sleep effects, potentially daze, silence, 40% heal down, confuse, anything. Yes, this is gonna do some damage. Even if he ain't putting you to sleep, there's a chance he's gonna do something else. So yes, we have a nightmare here. And of course, aside from the effect resistance boost that Mimic provides, we also have Boroton, which again has an effect hit booster, some HP, a little more resistance, and literally he is built to wreak havoc. And it's glorious. We love some glorious havoc around here. So, we should go with the final thoughts scenario here. Now, again, my final thoughts on all of these. In Ushi-no-Toki, it's fun to have her built to do more attacking, but I honestly have to think that putting Fortune Cat on her is a better option, so she's also bringing orbs to the party, and it's helping keep her alive a little longer. As you can see, the extra defense is useful. She's not as fast, but extra defense, very useful, and she's also helping generate orbs and doing everything else. So she's definitely pulling her weight with Fortune Cat. Chocho, Pearl is good. Any HP booster is good. But dear God, if you haven't tried Mirror Lady on her, then please do yourself some justice and give it a shot. I guarantee it's gonna be fun. I'm telling you, Mirror Lady is a great thing. We don't use it near enough, and I really need to come up with more for that. Like I said, Pearl, good. Other HP things, good. Mirror Lady, chef's kiss. Yumekui and Chocho, not bad. Other effect hits, not bad. Mimic, evil fun. Just as I've said before with my Shiranui, who has Temptress added onto her, evil fun. And that's what a game is all about. It's about fun. So I'm going to knock off from here. If you would do the holy trifecta of YouTube down below with the like, comment, subscribe. Leave suggestions. Is there something you want to see? A Shiki build? Anything? Let me know. I got plenty. And I might even have some specialties coming up. I'll catch you next time, alright?